If you're sitting there and you think everything is fine and dandy and that this year is just any other year, I'm here to tell you nothing can be further from the truth. And with everything going on right now, all of the decisions, all of the exposure, all of the information warfare that we're in, the next 6 months is going to be highly critical, absolutely critical to the society as we know it today. And so I want to give you guys a couple of words of encouragement and some things as we look at the news around us. And I've been telling people for the longest time that we are in an information war and that God is exposing things and he's going to restore a lot of things that have been unjust for the last several decades or even longer. And so those that are pessimistic, those that think that nothing's going to happen, I'm here to tell you it's lining up to be at a precipice. It's coming to a head and you're going to see things because God is moving. Nobody else is moving except God, but God is using people in this season to step up and to play their part. And so right now you have so many issues going on. You have a lot of health issues, continued COVID, the new monkeypox, all of the fear mongering in some sense. And you have a lot of things that are going to build to what has really been hidden underneath. You have the continued discussion of election fraud. It's not dying. This topic is not dying. It's only increasing. People are talking about it. People are trying to figure out midterms and what's coming up, the 2020 stuff, everything. And I'm not going to give a opinion on what is true or not. I'm just telling you that the discussion is still there. And so many people, especially in the GOP and in the Republican side, many people, even across the country, France, other nations, they're talking about this topic to such a degree that it's not going away. The Russia-Ukraine situation, with China, with India, with Brazil, and many other nations calling for an investigation into the bioweapons lab allegations and all the things that have come out of what these documents and all these different pictures are showing. And again, guys, I'm not trying to spread some disinformation or misinformation. I'm telling you the events that are going on within the UN Security Council, the US and the NATO involvement, and all these allegations. It's a big deal at the global stage when countries are accusing each other of big things. You have an increased attention to mass shootings. You had one just today with the Texas, horrific, right? But then all the other ones, the New York ones, and many other areas that are getting little or even a lot of attention, and ideas being thrown around about what it is, right? Is it MK Ultra? Is it all these brainwashing things? Is it some separatists and some extremists, gun control? All these issues are being brought to light. You have the Durham investigation, everything that's getting attention to Hillary Clinton and many of the Democratic and relevant players and the accusations that are coming up. Not a lot of people are talking about this in the mainstream media, but it's a big deal because these are real court cases that are leading to other things. You have the Supreme Court decisions, abortion being a big one, many other ones that are coming up that's going to dictate what's going to happen with the population of the US, essentially. You have the global food and supply shortages, including numerous amounts of food factories that are being burnt down. And it's statistically significant, guys. So it's something there that people need to investigate and look at because it's affecting what's going to happen in the next 6 months to more than a year. And I've talked about that before and being prepared. Inflation, gas prices increasing, basic household goods increasing. The inflation thing is not a small issue, guys. Many mid to low-income families, all these people are being affected by what's going on with the economic and the prices that are increasing. You have a potential market collapse imminent, as many experts are saying. And even as you're seeing markets crashing, you have recession potentially on the horizon. You have China, the supply chain issues, and so many things happening over there that's going to impact global trade. You have the continued drama in Twitter and other media platforms, all of the Elon Musk stuff, many things that people are fighting for the bullhorn and how to take control of the flow of information. You have this week the World Economic Forum in Davos. You have the WHO putting to vote the pandemic treaty, right? The expansion of their powers essentially in the amendment to the international health regulations, the IHR, basically superseding the US Constitution and promoting a top-down mandate across the globe for those countries that are in favor of it. And so it's a big deal, guys. I'm just skimming through these things, but these are big ticket, big items that are going to impact what the next 6 months hold, and especially as it relates to society in general and what's going on. But in the midst of all of this, guys, I know that God is there. He's going to make some big moves. And so for many of us, we know that we've been waiting, we've been wanting and desiring justice, we've been looking at the world and seeing all the different things, crimes against humanity, many things, guys. But here, I'm here to tell you, it's happening slowly, but more importantly, the people, they have to be able to succumb to it, to wake up to it, and to understand and digest what's going on. Because a lot of it, yes, it's going to just come almost all at once in the next 6 months. You'll see many news topics, many things coming out, and people are not going to believe it. It's going to be so shocking that people are going to utterly dismiss it as being misinformation and not true. But I'm here to tell you, be ready. Be ready for exposure, be ready for a lot of changes, be ready for decisions, and more importantly, we have to be praying and supporting the people that are trying to make the best decisions. And all these things are going to have impacts to our society, the way we live, our quality of life. But more importantly, don't be afraid, don't be anxious, because God is protecting a lot of us, all of us that are His children through this time. But He's also bringing judgment to those that have been wicked, that have been mismanaging, being bad stewards of all of the resources, the responsibilities that they've been given, guys. And so again, guys, I'm here not to strike fear. I'm here not to strike panic, but I'm here to tell you many things are happening and God is at play. God is working, but more importantly, that His promises, the prophetic words, everything that He's spoken, it's going to stand true and it's going to pass, guys. And so again, I'm here not to give some conjecture or misinformation. I'm here to tell you the facts of what's going on in the world now, but look for the next 6 months. It's going to be absolutely critical. The decisions and the news and everything that's going to happen coming out of all of these different things. And so there's many things, guys, that I haven't even touched on, but these are the big ticket items. And so it's going to impact what people call the global elite, the cabal, or whatever you want to call it, the downfall of them, but also the rising up of the people, the rising up of the body of Christ. And then more importantly, as it ushers in evangelism, it ushers in the kingdom movement and the kingdom age. Many things to come, guys. So it's good. It's a good time, but be aware, keep praying, and stay in His presence, guys. So God bless you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.